Welcome to the Sunshiny Day Podcast
from the British Council.
Hi, my name is Guilherme and I am 16 years old. This is the first time I participate in a podcast, but my English teacher asked me to record myself talking about nature and its importance on my life and perhaps on others teenagers' lives. So right now I am at the balcony of my house, and surprisingly this place has helped me a lot to connect myself with nature. Don't get me wrong, I'm not a hippie or something like that. I'm really just a regular kid that likes pretty sunsets, hearing the crashing waves at the beach, and the smell of the grass in the morning after a rainy night. Because these simple things bring me peace. I'm not sure if I can explain it any better than this, but basically, during the 2 lockdowns, I felt really disconnected from the outside world, and I know a lot of people felt the same way. So during the lockdowns, I had online classes, and the breaks between my classes were too short for me to go on a walk. So I'll just sit here at my balcony, looking at the sea. I would also close my eyes and just hear it. I remember trying to synchronize my breath with the waves, and this simple exercise will help me getting through those stressful, almost depressing days. There are some things in life that only have the importance that we give them, but I believe that doesn't apply to nature. Because we are nature, we are part of it, and it is part of us. The older generations would use technology as an escape from the world, and during the lockdown, because of online classes, nature will be my escape from technology, from what was world at that time for me. And I think that's all for today on the importance of nature. Thank you for listening.
Hey, Kaal, what are you doing? Wait, it's time to record the podcast.
Dude,
what are you doing?
Don't disturb my bliss. I was meditating. Yeah, how are you? You look really pale.
I've been stuck indoors for ages, haven't I? What with this, online teaching and the pandemic and everything. I've been indoors all this time.
I've been at the beach, sort of watching the sunset and amongst
the
waves.
You've been getting out, have you? Out into nature?
Yeah, and actually, speaking of nature, that's what this episode is about. You should listen to it.
Oh, tell me all about it. Who have we got?
Well, we've got the British Council's very own Indiana Jones, Rob Butler, who is going to take us on one of his adventure hikes through the spectacular scenery of Sintra, and some students will be joining him. Yeah,
he's passed us a video that we're going to share, right?
I don't want to drone on, but the drone footage is amazing.
And then who are we going to hear from next? So after the kids on the nature hike, who's next?
We've got some advanced students and intermediate students from British Council Portugal, who will be discussing the importance of nature and how it kind of helped them get through all the stress and loneliness of the pandemic. And it's really interesting conversation and opinions.
Okay.
Very, very thoughtful kids.
Okay. So should we kick this off then?
I think we should. Yeah. Let's go.
Okay, let's go. Let's calm down. Teach me that mantra that you were doing at the beginning. That sounded good. Am I doing it right?
Yeah, not quite. You don't really have that. You need to learn the Zen. But one day, my friend.
Okay, I've been taking people out into nature for 6 or 7 years now, and I got to know many of the trails, and I've been sharing those trails with lots of people. And the idea for Nature Fix for Kids came about through some of my lessons at the British Council, where we did some research where teenagers explored how much time they used technology and screens, and it was alarming. And this was way before the pandemic. So some of my teenage students were saying that they were in front of a screen maybe 5 or 6 hours a day before the pandemic. So the idea was to try and get youngsters reconnected with nature, and that's where the idea came from. It's funny, if I took my son walking, he'd probably moan after 10 or 15 minutes, but with other kids, they just play in nature, and it's just natural, and they don't realize that they're actually going on a hike. And usually it's a 2-hour, 3-hour experience that they adore and enjoy a lot. So before the pandemic, it was every fortnight, and now it's every month. It's a multinational group, so lots of different nationalities, but the kids communicate in English, and yeah, you can hear some good responses there. The video came about because of the lockdown, and so we weren't able to leave our particular area, and so and we weren't allowed to drive anywhere. But fortunately, the walk starts very close to where I live, and then we ended up walking all the way to the most western point in mainland Europe, which is Cabo de Roca, and it was recorded over a number of days. And I was very, very lucky because a former colleague of mine, a very good friend, but former teacher at the British Council, and now very successful photographer, Andy Mumford, he recorded the drone clips and some of the footage. I then approached a local singer, Emma J. Ashton, to put the music towards it, and it really links really well. And it could have been 25 minutes, but we made it 13 minutes, and I am extremely proud of it. It's now being used, interestingly, in classrooms for mindfulness, and so that's interesting. So it hasn't actually gone live yet, but it's getting a number of views, and so we're very, very happy with it. It's proven that time in nature is a great way to combat stress and anxiety, and particularly for children, it helps their sleep and their natural rhythms. And so the benefits are incredibly high, and in many countries now, time in nature is being prescribed rather than pharmaceutical drugs to combat anxiety and stress, particularly with children. So I think, it's all good, really, spending time in nature.
Hello, what's your name?
James.
Yeah, James. How do you feel like walking around in nature?
Excellent.
Excellent, good. How often do you go out? Do you spend most time at home, or do you stay outside in the forest? Especially here in Sintra.
I sometimes spend mostly in home, but I love going into the forest.
That's good. Nice. Thank you so much. Okay, hi, what's your name?
Laureen.
Laureen. How does it feel like being in nature? Good, excellent, bad, horrible?
It's okay, I would say.
Okay. What's your favorite place? Here, about nature. Sintra?
Yeah, okay.
And what's your...
It's the Alps in Switzerland.
That's nice. I've never been there, but it's interesting. What's your favorite thing about being and walking, hiking in nature?
I don't really know. I like when it's like lakes and stuff around.
Oh,
I
okay.
like jumping and bar.
Okay. Thank you so much, Lorraine.
Welcome.
Hi, what's your name?
Alex Venberg. Or Alex George Freddy Venberg.
Ah, okay, interesting. Do you like being in nature? Is it excellent, good, bad, horrible, okay?
What?
Being in nature. How does it feel?
I like being in nature.
Nice. Do you like it here in Sintra?
Yeah, I really like it. I normally go up with these dudes to this stone thing. And then we see the views. It's really cool.
Yeah, I
like
believe
nature.
so. I believe so. What's your favorite thing about walking in nature? Like hiking?
Seeing the biodiversity of nature.
Good question. Good answer.
I also feel free. I am able to separate myself from all my thoughts and just be.
Yeah, that's good. Thank you so much. Hello, what's your name?
My name is Angel the Great.
Ha, Angel the Great, nice. Do you like being in nature? Is it okay, excellent, bad, horrible, wonderful?
I really like it because it makes me feel safe and it gives me energy.
Yeah, that's good, nice. What's your favorite place in nature? Is it Alps? Is it...
Alps.
Alps. Interesting. Good. What's your favorite thing about nature? Daniel! How do you feel being hiking?
I like it because I like walking.
Ah, that's good. Okay, thank you so much, Angel.
You're welcome.
Hello, what's your name?
Vivian.
Hi, how does it feel being in nature? Do you like it? Is it excellent, okay, bad, horrible? How is it?
Good.
Is it good? Good.
Yes.
That's good. How do you feel? Can you express it? Do you What's your favorite place? What's your favorite place? In nature, in the world? Is it the Alps? Is it Amazon?
The Alps.
Alps. In Switzerland, right? Because
Yes.
you're Swiss. Yeah. Okay. One more. Actually, I don't have any more questions. Thank you so much, Vivian.
You're welcome.
Okay. What's your name? Ines. How do you like nature? When we're walking here in Sintra? Is it excellent? Is it good? Bad? Horrible? Excellent. Good. What's your favorite place in the world? You probably know a lot of places. Do you like the Alps, for example?
Yes, I love
Yeah.
the Alps.
Yeah, you love the Alps, sure. And what's your favorite part of this hike?
Walking.
Walking. Good.
No, and climbing.
And climbing. So you like climbing trees, I understand.
Yes, I do.
I don't have any more questions. Okay. Thank you so much, Ines.
Bye.
Aha. Who's this? What's your name?
Alice.
Alice. I see. Do you like nature? Is it excellent, good, bad? Okay.
Good.
Do you love it?
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. What's your favorite part of it? In this hike here in Sintra?
Walking, and I love trees.
Oh, so you love trees? Yeah, me too. What's your favorite place in the world? Do you know a specific place you recommend or that you like a lot?
Forest.
The forest. What place? You say? Here in Portugal, I know Sintra's quite nice too, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay, I don't have any more questions. Thank you so much.
What activities do you usually do outdoors?
When I go outside, I like to bring a book with me to read it and bring my dog and sit in a park. I love going to Strela's park and just sit and watch the people doing their activities too. And I like doing picnics too, but it's not what I do every day, or it's more in the summer. And I love swimming in the ocean, but it's only in the summer too.
When I'm outdoors, the activities that I usually do
is playing football because it's a sport that I do. I also go for runs with my father and my brother, and just sometimes go on walks with friends at the beach, for example.
Do you think your city has got enough green spaces?
Yes, I think so. There are a lot of parks and green places that we can do a lot of activities and be in nature, but not compared to an island. I used to live. I moved last year to Lisbon I'm from the Azores, the terceira island, and there are it's a lot of it's it's very different because everything is green there, and you can hear the birds singing and breathe the pure air, and I cannot compare to but I think here in Lisbon have a lot of green places.
Well, I don't think that my city has enough green spaces. Although there's an effort to have those spaces for people, I don't think there's ever too much green spaces, so I'll be in favor of having even more.
How would you describe nature to a toddler?
If a toddler asked me to describe nature, I would say that nature, it would have to be a really simple explanation, so I would say that nature is everything that isn't made by humans. If you only had one word to describe nature, what would it be?
To describe nature, the perfect word would be peace.
What can I do to protect nature?
To protect nature, I believe we should organize more garbage collections on the beach and in forests.
I think we have a lot of actions we need to do to protect nature, but I would say the easiest one for me, for example, would be to try and diminish sea pollution.
Have you ever had any negative experience regarding nature?
Yes, I have had a lot of negative experiences regarding nature, especially the smell of the sea. I hate it. So when I go to the beach, I'd rather stay on the sand, making up castles.
What are your favorite flowers?
So I'm not really into plants, but I remember one in particular that is a small and purple flower that take me back to my beach memory when I was young because of that characteristic and beautiful smell.
And tell us about your favorite beach.
My favorite beach is in Italy. When I traveled with my family around the Italian coast, the sand was white and it had a lot of beautiful seashells. And I remember that when the sea overlapped with the sand, it was simply beautiful because the water was transparent. And I don't usually like swimming, so it was great to just stay on that beautiful sand all day.
How do you feel when you're in the sea?
Well, when I'm in the sea, I feel really small because the sea is just so big and I'm just a little body there, getting past the waves.
And what sounds in nature do you find relaxing?
Well, I find the sound of the birds singing in the morning very relaxing, as well as the crashing waves at the beach.
I totally agree with the birds. I love when I wake up and the birds are chirping. But I hate the sound of the waves crashing. I love waterfalls.
I love the birds noise too, but for me it's not just the noise, but the smells too. I love that wet grass smell on the morning.
Today, I was walking to school, a normal day, and I was paying attention to nature since it was somehow my assignment for the podcast. And I was really paying attention. And as I walked to the street, I walk every day. I looked right and I saw the beautiful trees, naked, without leaves, and really the autumn beauty. But when I looked left, I could see the cars honking. I could see the city influencing the small part of nature I was looking at before. And it really got me thinking about how a human being has affected nature by building cities and enormous buildings and enormous houses. And that although we can't change it, we can still preserve the green spaces we have, such as the Amazon forest. And I think, talking about quarantine in nature, I was stuck in my bedroom for 2 weeks because my sister got the Delta variant. And I was really starting to lose my mind. And nature played a key part in trying to restore some of my will to do something, because I was trapped in my bedroom. I didn't have any goals. So I just looked at the window every day and thought about the weather, thought about the rain, the sunshine, the rays of sunshine that blazed down on me, thought about the noisy clouds filled with grays, and it really distracted me from the situation I was at. And talking back and looking back, I didn't used to appreciate nature as much. I didn't used to go walk on the weekends, but now I think quarantine somehow helped me realize how important nature is in my life.
So that's it.
End of the episode.
We really hope that you all enjoyed hearing about our intrepid adventures and what nature means to our students.
And get out there yourself. Nature is calling. And don't forget to check out Rob's video on the website.
That's right. And we've posted an article from The Guardian newspaper about the greatest songs inspired by nature. So check that out too.
Mercy, mercy me. That sounds great.
Exactly. And before we go, Carl, can I just show you how my chant's getting along?
Let's see how you evolved.
Do you want to hear?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah? Okay. Here we go.
I believe in you, man.
Yeah. All right. Here we go. I'm gonna start now.
No.
Okay. Thanks, man.
Anytime, dude. Until next time. Siri Om.
Kaal.
Om.
Now hang on, that sounds. Wait, stop. Start again in a minute. Hold on.
Om Hum Padme Hum. Should get it right, shouldn't we? Om Mani Padme. I didn't say Mani. I said Padme.
Om Mani Padme Om. No?
Wait. Om Mani Padme Hum. That's it. Oh, bollocks.
So that's it.
End of the episode.
I hope you all enjoyed blah. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Can you? Oh, I just stopped it.
Yeah. Do you know how to share screen?